To live, we must die. To gain, we must lose. To hold on, we must let go. Why is life so paradoxical? Life is a mystery we're all trying to figure out. And just when you think you've got it under control, it throws you a curveball. It happens with everyone. Those moments where life feels contradictory. You work hard for success, but feel unfulfilled. You search for happiness, but it slips through your fingers. Why does it seem like every answer leads to more questions? Today, we're diving deep into the paradoxical nature of life. Stick with me because in this video we're going to unravel this puzzle piece by piece. And by the end, you'll not only understand why life feels so paradoxical, but you'll also walk away with tools to embrace and even thrive within it. Let's get started. Before we dig into life's paradoxes, let's define what we're dealing with here. A paradox is a statement or situation that seems to contradict itself, but when you look closer, it reveals a deeper truth. Let me give you a simple example. Have you ever heard the phrase, "The more you learn, the more you realize how little you know"? At first, it sounds contradictory. How can knowing more make you feel like you know less? But think about it. As your knowledge grows, so does your awareness of the vastness of what you don't know. It's not a contradiction. It's a deeper understanding of reality. Paradoxes like these aren't just brain teasers. They're reflections of life itself, where opposites coexist and truths are layered. And understanding them can unlock profound insights about how we live. So why is life so full of paradoxes? Why does it feel like the rules of the game keep changing? It boils down to 3 reasons. First, duality is everywhere. Life is built on duality, opposites that coexist. Light and dark, good and evil, joy and sorrow, success and failure. These contrasts aren't just philosophical concepts. They're embedded in the fabric of reality. Take happiness, for example. You can't truly appreciate joy unless you've experienced sadness. The lows give the highs their meaning. Imagine a world where you were happy all the time. Sounds great, right? But in that world, happiness would lose its value. It would become normal, even boring. It's the tension between opposites that makes life rich and meaningful. Second, the human brain craves certainty, but life doesn't offer it. Our brains are wired to seek clarity and certainty. We want answers, rules, and predictability. But life thrives in ambiguity. Think about how we try to categorize everything into black and white, right or wrong, success or failure, good or bad. But life doesn't work like that. Most of the time, we're navigating shades of gray. Take this coin. Heads and tails are opposites, yet they're part of the same object. You can't have one without the other. That's how life works. It's not about choosing one side, but understanding the balance between both. Third, change is the only constant. Finally, life's paradoxical nature stems from its constant state of flux. The only thing you can count on is that everything will change. Think about it. We crave stability, but the universe is in a perpetual state of motion. Seasons change, people grow, opportunities come and go. And that's not a flaw, it's a feature of life's design. Now, let's break down some of the biggest paradoxes you face in your daily life. These will feel familiar, but I guarantee you'll start to see them in a new light. First, the happiness paradox. The more you chase happiness, the more it seems to slip away. Why? Because happiness isn't something you can get. It's a byproduct of living a life aligned with your values. When you stop focusing on being happy and start focusing on living meaningfully, building relationships, pursuing passions, helping others, happiness has a funny way of finding you. Second, the effort paradox. Have you ever tried really hard to fall asleep, only to stay awake longer? That's the effort paradox in action. Sometimes, the harder you try to force something, the less likely you are to succeed. Instead of fixating on outcomes, shift your focus to the process. That's where real progress happens. Third, the control paradox. The more you try to control everything, the less control you actually have. Life rewards flexibility, not rigidity. Be like the tree that bends but doesn't break. Let go of what you can't control and focus on adapting to the moment. As Bruce Lee said, "Be water, my friend." Now that we've explored why life is paradoxical, let's talk about how to thrive within it. Here are 3 actionable steps you can take. First is embrace uncertainty. Stop resisting the unknown and start seeing it as an adventure. Uncertainty is where growth happens. When you're willing to step into the unknown, you open yourself to possibilities you never imagined. Second, practice letting go. Not everything is meant to be controlled. Let go of the need to control outcomes you can't influence, and watch how much lighter you feel. And finally, find balance. Life isn't about choosing extremes. It's about finding harmony. Work hard, but also rest. Dream big, but stay grounded. It's the balance that keeps us moving forward. Here's the thing, without paradoxes, life would be flat and predictable. It's the tension between opposites that gives life its depth, complexity, and beauty. Think of a guitar string. Too loose and it won't play. Too tight and it snaps. But when it's balanced just right, it creates beautiful music. That's life. A symphony of paradoxes. Life is paradoxical, but that's not something to fear. It's something to embrace. The sooner you stop fighting it and start flowing with it, the sooner you'll find peace and fulfillment. So here's my question to you. What's one paradox you've faced in your life? Share it in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. And if this video resonated with you, hit that subscribe button. Together, we'll explore life's mysteries one paradox at a time. Until next time, remember, life doesn't always make sense. And that's exactly what makes it worth living.